Xaymaca kindred spirits, and welcome back to another Test the Waters episode. Today we're going to dive into doing some mermaid makeup. This is a very basic design and it requires minimal amounts of layers, something that could be perfect when you're in a rush for a show or a performance. And of course, I have my seashells here just for some inspiration. For SFX makeup, I like to map out where I'm going to put all of my colors, so I use my Mermade palette in order to do this. If I don't know what to do for makeup, I simply just choose three colors, and in this case, I use something that matches my mersona. She's from the Blue Lagoon in Jamaica, and so the three colors that I choose will become very evident as to why I chose them. I do like to be as creative as possible when it comes to the formations of how the makeup appears on my face. I like to consider aspects of nature that really represent my mersona, like branches or snow or deer. You can try to come up with two to three for yourself. And when applying, I use just basic paintbrushes and water with my SFX makeup and apply it directly to the skin. In total, this took me 30 minutes to create, and it felt very comfortable once it was done.
So you all saw me do the makeup. Everything looks pretty good, but it is not barriered with a good spray, which is what I usually would use when I go diving, just to protect the waters and then also to stop anything from draining into my eyes, to my nose, or into my mouth. So I'm going to do a quick test. When I do this the first time, you might notice nothing changes because it's been on my face for the last hour, I think, hour and a half. And the longer it's on your face, the less likely it is to just drain off when it's like raining, for example, or even if you just dive in something. But the thing to note is there are still little particles falling off of your face into wild waters, and we do not want that. So it is the one thing you do need to have a good barrier spray in order to protect it. You're going to see a good dip, and you're going to see how this makeup holds up, and it holds up pretty well outside of a bowl of water. Let's see.
With the right barrier spray applied, the makeup should not come off with a few dips. However, once the barrier spray is removed and you apply with just water and paper towel, it should be able to come off quite easily, and that could tell you why we do not swim without a barrier spray. Thanks again for joining this Test the Water series. If you create a makeup style for your mersona, please send it my way. I'd love to see it. I'll see you guys in the next one.